So let us welcome ccqc from ECL Hyderabad. Give them a big hand, please.
Very good evening to all the dignitaries and my co-contestants. It's my pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of Food Eating from Electronics Corporation of India Limited, Hyderabad. Let me introduce my name. Myself, H.D. Mani leader, Mr. Desil Narayana, our facilitator.
Myself, Sandhya, member.
Myself, D. Sirisha, member.
Myself, Samir, member.
The title of our case study is More Time Being Taken to Deploy Excellent Device Radio in Frequency Hopping Mode of Operation. Coming to our ECL profile, Dr. A.S. Rao, founder MD of ECL, he is Spurti to all of us. Our vision is to contribute to the country in achieving self-reliance in strategic electronics. Our mission is to consolidate its status as a valued national asset in the areas of strategic electronics with specific focus on atomic energy, defense, security, and such critical sectors of strategic national importance. ECL has footprints in many sectors like nuclear, defense, SATCOM, security, e-governance, space, and communication. Our team was formed on July 11, 2012. We meet regularly on every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. with an average attendance of 90%. We had identified 51 number of problems, out of which one problem was solved, 50 are on hand. This is our first case study presentation which we are about to present before you. Our vision is mutual benefit and personal growth leading to company's prosperity.
Let us move to step 1 of UC, 12-step methodology. That is identification of the problems through brainstorming. We had identified 51 number of problems and categorized them into A, B, C. Out of which A type are 25 which could be solved by team members itself. B type are 15 which requires involvement of other departments. C type are 11 which needs the management support, and the same is represented in pie diagram.
Moving to step 2, problem selection through brainstorming. Our members using consensus method have prioritized 5 problems from 25 A-type problems. Those are reduction of time consumption in wiring of 34U and 24U racks, more time for implementing QA remarks, more time being taken to deploy the V/UHF M7 radio in frequency hopping mode of operation, problem in fixing conductor plate in ICNS submarine rack, and corrosion of antenna in marine atmosphere. We the members using ranking matrix based on the criteria increase in productivity, ease of use, economic benefit, ease of maintenance, safety and quality of product has ranked the problems with a rating factor of minimum 1 and maximum 10. Hence, the problem B3 has acquired highest marks and has ranked at number 1. Hence, our case study is on more time being taken to deploy the V/UHF M7 radio in frequency hopping mode of operation. This is our activity plan. We follow the PDCA methodology to solve the problems by using QCC tools and techniques. This is the milestone chart. The schedule time for our case study is 15 weeks, starting from April 6, 2013 to July 13, 2013.
Coming to the step 3, definition of the problem through flow diagram. In the defense applications, normally we use 2 modes of communication. One is fixed frequency mode of communication and the other one is frequency hopping mode of communication. The war messages or messages of any strategic importance are usually communicated in the safe mode, that is in the frequency hopping mode of operation. In this frequency hopping mode of operation, the auto-tune cavity filters which are present in the system are to be bypassed. But in the existing system, this bypassing of the filters is done by manual intervention, which is considered to be our problem area. Coming to the high-level flow diagram, from the M7 V/UHF transceivers, depending upon the mode of communication selected, if it is fixed frequency mode of operation, as shown in the figure, no bypassing of the filters is required. If it is frequency hopping mode of communication selected, then bypassing of the filter should be done to route the output to the antenna. This bypassing of the filters, which is done by manual intervention, is considered to be our problem area. Coming to the process level flow diagram of the system, from the M7 V/UHF transceiver, the data is routed to the relay via an intelligent interface PCB that gives control signals to tune the filters to route the output to the antenna through diplexer in the normal mode of communication. Coming to the frequency hopping mode of communication, the data is routed to the antenna from the diplexer by bypassing the filters directly. The M7 V/UHF transceivers and the diplexer and the filters are typically in the field environment are housed in a rack as shown. These are the diplexers for the two systems, a set of VHF filters and a set of UHF filters. This manual bypassing diplexer, and step 5 and 6 constitute bypassing of the filter and routing the system output directly to the diplexers as shown.
Coming to the goal and objective. Our objective is to reduce the time required for switching to frequency mode of communication. Our goal is to achieve satisfaction and delight of the customer by using fuse mirrors. The impacts of the problems are more time consumption, operational complexity, disturbance to the operator, repeated work, and criticality in work scenario.
Analysis of the problem by 4W1H method.
What is the problem?
More time for changing over to frequency hopping mode of communication.
Where it is occurring.
At the support tray assembly.
When it is occurring.
While changing over to frequency hopping mode.
Who is responsible?
The designer.
How it is happening?
By manual intervention. Now let's move ahead to data collection. We collected data from our 3 sites, that is from Mumbai, Visakhapatnam and Kochi. We supplied 58 number of transceivers at Mumbai, where the frequency of problem occurring was 80. And we found that because of manual intervention, 50 number of connectors got damaged. Similarly, at Visakhapatnam, we supplied 32 number of transceivers, where the frequency of problem was 24, where 5 number of connectors got damaged because of manual intervention. Similarly, at Kochi, 12 number of radios supplied. Frequency of problem was 14, where 2 connectors got damaged because of manual intervention. Now the impact of the problem was that lack of synchronization between the operator and the CCS and breakage of communication between the 2 transceivers.
Coming to step 5, identification of causes by cause and effect diagram. Here we have used cause enumeration method for listing of the causes. After brainstorming, members found 6 causes are affecting the problem. Those are transceiver, cables, interface PCB, support tray, operating condition and filters. After doing by-the analysis for these causes, members found 5 prominent causes which are affecting the problem. Those are design constraints of transceiver, filters and chip, no control signals and supporting hardware for FH, and cost constraint of filters.
Step 6. Finding out the root causes by validation.
So first one, transceiver design constraint.
Which is not valid.
Why?
Design freeze by OEM.
Second one, cables design constraint.
Which is not valid.
Why?
Legacy of cables.
Chip design constraint.
Which is not valid.
Why?
Design freeze by customer.
Filters cost constraint.
Which is not valid.
Why?
Cost increases by 4 folds.
No control signals and supporting hardware for FH.
Which is valid.
Why? Why?
Design modification is possible in support tray and interface PCB.
As the main root cause is no control signal for FH mode of communication.
Coming to the step 7, that is data analysis. It is done through scatter graph and bar graph. This is the data we have collected. That is the total time taken for connection and disconnection of the cables in FH mode. There are totally 6 cables, in which 4 are to be disconnected and 2 cables are to be connected. The first 2 cables are of N type, which are to be disconnected as UHF and VHF filter, takes 14 seconds each. The other 2 cables are of N type right angle, which takes 16 seconds each to remove at the diplexer end. The next 2 cables are of N type, which takes 14 seconds each to connect at the diplexer. Hence, the total time taken in a lab condition for a person who is having acquaintance is 88 seconds. This is in the normal scenario. Coming to the field environment, that is the real scenario. In the vibrating environment, for a person to identify the cables and to connect and disconnect, it takes extra 37 seconds. Hence, cumulatively, the total time taken is 125 seconds. Next slide. This is the scatter plot. The time taken for each operation is shown in the lab environment and field environment. That is, the total time taken is represented in the bar graph. In the bar scenario, where each and every second counts, an ECCM measure taking few seconds is a huge setback which may even cost a life of a person. Hence, it is very critical in bar scenario.
Step 8. Developing solution by brainstorming. So, the root cause with us is no control signal and supporting hardware for FH communication. Now, the suggested solutions with us are 3 that came out from brainstorming.
First one, providing a changeover switch.
Is it possible?
Yes, but not recommended.
Why?
Because attention of operator is required while communicating in FH and FF mode.
Second one, providing a frequency agile filter.
Is it possible?
Yes, but not recommended.
Why?
Because cost increases by 4 folds.
Third one, automatic bypassing of filters in FH mode of communication.
Is it possible?
Yes, recommended.
Because generation of bypass control signal and routing relays can be added. Hence, the recommended solution was taken up for making the design changes. Now the proposed design included one processor and 3 relays. One processor that will determine the VHF and UHF frequency as well as the hopping mode, First relay that will distinguish between FH and FF mode, second relay to distinguish between VHF and UHF, third relay that would bypass the filters. Now let's move ahead to see the responsibility chart. We divided the whole solution in 13 steps and divided it to the members with specific deadlines. Now let's see the process flow diagram of the modified support tray, which includes the intelligent interface PCB that knows that in which mode is the M7 radio transmitting. If it is transmitting in frequency hopping mode, it directly routes the RF signal to the antenna via relay 3. Now let's see ahead. This is the prototype support tray developed. This is the interface PCB and these are the three relays. First relay distinguishes between FH and FF mode, relay 2 distinguishes between VHF and UHF, whereas relay 3 bypasses the filters. Now let's move ahead.
Coming to the step 9, foresee probable resistance.
Have you faced any resistance from concerned department?
No. Our team demonstrated the modification to the concerned department in charges and testing engineers. Then they agreed and appreciated the modification.
Have you faced any resistance from top management for approving the modified system?
No. Team members explained the top management about the technical viability and cost effectiveness of the system. Then top management agreed and approved the modification. Hence no forcing was got. This is approval letter we got from the HOD to implement the system on trial basis.
Okay. Coming to the trial implementation and check performance through data collection, the modified system was operational for a period of 2 weeks on 5 systems, and we have collected the data from all the 5 systems that are under trial and found that the time taken to bypass the filters has been reduced to 5 milliseconds. The same is depicted by using a bar graph, which is typically showing that initially the time taken to bypass the filters was 88 seconds, has been drastically reduced to 5 milliseconds. Therefore, in trial implementation, we found that the performance of the system was satisfactory. So, as a part of regular implementation, we have implemented the same modification on around 15 systems and found the performance of all the systems was satisfactory. Therefore, we have made a prototype support rate and we have given the same thing to production engineering section for carrying out necessary modifications in electrical as well as in the mechanical drawings.
Step 12, follow-up and review. With successful regular implementation on 15 sets, we found that the changeover to the hopping mode got reduced by 99.99% and we got appreciation from the management as well. All the changes were communicated to the PE department, production engineering department for complying to ISO standards. Now let's see what was the cost that we incurred for making this one. That was 92,000, which included the cost of components, connectors, cables and population as well. This is the actual milestone chart. We got delayed by 1 week in the 8th step of developing solution, which was because of excess lead time for obtaining the microprocessor, which subsequently delayed up other activities as well, but we anyhow completed our work in the allotted time of 15 weeks.
Coming to the tangible benefits, existing support rate cost 2,92,320, modified support rate cost 92,000, savings per support rate is 2,320 rupees. For order quantity of 200, savings are 4,64,000. As time is money, time was saved from 125 seconds to 5 milliseconds. Coming to intangible benefits, customer satisfaction enhanced, improved safety, quality of work improved, improved interdepartmental relations, self-confidence of each circle member enhanced, communication skills improved. These are the QC tools and techniques we have used to solve our case study. Our next coming project is reduction in time consuming in wiring process of 34U and 24U rack. Thank you one and all. Special thanks to QCFI and sincere thanks to our top management for giving this, for encouraging us to participate in this charter convention.
Excellent. మొత్తానికి దేశం గురించి చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. So the slides are also very less 60. Cause and effect diagram also you have shown very well. So there are only
just being the first time you are presenting this.
So nothing to comment on you. No, it is a very first presentation. And welcome in this, sir.
Yes, sir.
So from which department?
Communication solutions.
And then you had support of other departments also?
No, sir.
But you only developed that thing?
Yes, sir. Yes, we have.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
No,
Thank you, sir. Thank you very
all
much.
the best to you.
Thank you, sir.
I have a agreement permitted you to go for retrofitment on the existing ships? Retrofitment in the sense, old equipment you have already supplied, have they approved for retrofitment?
Yes. But we are still in the process of development of the microcontrollers and everything. Sir. Because once we have already supplied, now next time we have to go and implement the modification. It takes some time, but the orders are in process. Thank you.
That was Spooky from ECL Hyderabad. We move on to next and the last of the session, Green Energy QC from NLC Neyveli. Hope the team has given enough for to the other team members.
Okay. President, yes.
Spark QC from Amanraja Batteries.